Looking at your astrocartography map will tell you where to travel, but cyclocartography will tell you when the opportunities are presented in those places. This helps us decide when to travel to a certain area for an opportunity or a relationship, love, spiritual themes. This is what makes the big picture of astrocartography and cyclocartography so fascinating. This is the magic of cyclocartography. Let's get started. Hey guys, it's me, Helena. Welcome back to my channel where I teach you all about astrocartography and give you grounded spiritual guidance on the cosmos. I am a traveling astrocartographer running my business from my laptop anywhere in the world. I'm an American from San Diego living in France, and I frequently live in different parts of the world. Just this last year, I decided I was going to go to Scotland for 3 weeks and work on my business from there and do client readings. And also this year, I decided I was going to go to Italy, and I worked from there in Florence and Bologna, and it was the most magical experience. And I'm about to go to Bali, where I'm going to be spending 2 months living there doing my readings and my astrocartography coursework. This is the most amazing dream lifestyle and life as a digital nomad and an astrologer. And if you're a digital nomad like me, you might want to chase those Jupiter lines. Cyclocartography is used as a predictive tool because we're seeing how things are shifting over time and what opportunities are coming to that specific area where you have those great ACG lines. So let's break this down into steps. Step number 1, you want to have your ACG map that never changes up. Because basically how we're going to use cyclocartography is we're going to see where the lines are at certain points of time, and we're going to kind of use this as an overlay. It's kind of like we're overlaying one layer with another. So let's say you've got a moon MC line in one location. Jupiter transit that's going to pass through that area for that brief period of time. Jupiter represents luck, riches, abundance, expansion, can be very joyful. Just lucky opportunities tend to come from Jupiter transits when we're looking at CCG. So if you have that moon MC line, we're going to see when that Jupiter is crossing that moon. And how we're going to read this is transiting Jupiter is crossing your natal moon. So that's the story. That's how we use it. So we know about the natal chart and the relocated chart. And we have progressions and transits that are timing that are showing us what's happening based on any given moment in time based on our charts. But the great thing about CCG or cyclocartography is we now get a visual representation of what's happening. We can literally see when a Jupiter transit is going through a specific area where you've got that magical sun line. Now, let's just say you don't have an interest in traveling at the moment. You could use this information where you're based. Do you have an amazing Jupiter transit going through Italy? Is there something happening there? Do you make a friend on the internet that's from Italy and you meet her at that exact time? Do you have a sun descendant line going through New York and you're living in Michigan and you connect with someone over there? There's an opportunity or a job offer or something is kind of starting for you in New York and you're based somewhere else. This is another way that you can theoretically use this technique. This is also why local space is really great. Local space is one of my secondary nice tools that I like to use. As an astrocartographer, I primarily use the ACG lines, which never change, the latitude crossings, otherwise known as paran lines, very, very important. And then lastly, I do look at local space and geodetics. But we'll get into this in another video another time. But those are other techniques that you could also see in your astrocartography. Maybe you're sitting in Minnesota and you have this desire, this sudden desire to learn Italian or to study something about Italian culture or to learn more about the Italian way of life, and you've got that Jupiter transit going through that area. Maybe you're deciding to go where to go to school and you see that a Mercury progression is starting to go and make its 2 to 3 year journey through that area of where you want to go to college. These are all different ways that we can use cyclocartography and see where is our attention, where is their energy in different pockets of the world at that exact moment. And this is why we can also use this technique to plan future trips. We can see a year from now, 2 years from now, if you are ready to move and you're already starting to feel a little restless with that Uranus IC transit starting to come over to where you are, but then next summer we see that Uranus IC is right smack dab where you're living, you're probably going to want to move. You're probably going to be feeling restless and ready to go and ready to start something new and change something in your life, and specifically with your home life being on the IC angle. This is just an example of how we could use this technique. And it's one of my favorite ways to plan my own travels, to decide where I'm gonna go. Cyclocartography is really important, and I'm really excited to be making more content specifically on cyclocartography and understanding timing in relation to space. I've been using SolarFire for the last year. I used to use different softwares like astro.com and Astro Gold from Mac, but SolarFire is hands down my favorite software. SolarFire is it's all there for you to see at a glance. You don't have to tap around like you do on astro.com, but also SolarFire has cyclocartography and geodetic lines. And you can pull up asteroids. SolarFire is hands down the best astrocartography software, and I'm such a fan. I've been using them for the last year that I reached out to them and I got a discount code for you. Not sponsored, but if you want to get SolarFire, you can use my discount code WOODS15 and save 15% off at checkout. So thank you, SolarFire, for getting me that discount code. This is not sponsored. Not at all sponsored, but I did reach out to them quite a few times. They got back to me and got me a little discount code for you, so I hope that helps. As a reminder, if you want to get that free guide, be sure to click down below that link with the 5 mistakes people commonly make when looking at their astrocartography maps and the solutions to them. Get that for free down below. That's all from me today. I hope you have a magical day and happy travels. Bye!